From Julio Cruz and Gaylord Perry to Alvin Davis and Harold Reynolds to father and son back to back bombs. From Junior J, Joey, and Edgar with Randy, A-Rod, Dan, and the Sheriff to Ichiro Moyer and Mikey C to King Felix, Kyle Cruz, and Cano to the present with Julio, Gilbert, Kirby, and Cal. I don't believe it. It just continues. My, oh my, it's another sports podcast. My, oh my, it's another sports podcast. Shout out to super producer Indy out of Nashville, Tennessee. That's Vaden Podcast Services. Vaden Podcast Services bringing the show to life. Shout out to the homies in the live chat. It is a wonderful time on the sports calendar, but y'all know my main man Sam will mess around and get a triple-double. How you doing, bro?
Doing great. Had a good weekend so far. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm feeling great, feeling good. Sam, we got baseball right around the corner, and I'm so thrilled. So I got to shout out our friends at Romantic About Baseball, man. We're so proud to be a part of Baseball Podcasters United, man. Romantic About Baseball, a fantastic follow on Facebook. Check them out. Sam, free agency frenzy. In total contract sign in the NFL, it was probably a couple $1 billion if you added it all up. Absolute insanity. We know when you're a Super Bowl champ, there are a bunch of rival teams that want to get some good players off the roster. We were able to keep a couple. What are just your general first thoughts on free agency and how it hit the Hawks?
I mean, it didn't happen how I thought it was going to happen, but I mean, their strategy made sense to me, and you just never can really predict what John Snyder is going to do. He's always going to zig when you think he's going to zag. And I mean, yeah, I think it's solid. I mean, I didn't think we'd be able to keep Shaheed, and we did. Walker, we all figured was going to get priced out, and apparently there's some sour grapes about having to split time with Charbonnet. I understand it. I mean, I wish the guy some luck. Best luck for him. But yeah, man, I mean, it kind of worked out about how I was expecting. Not going to sign too many big name guys and just try to retain our own guys.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, there were only a couple of big names on the market anyways. So at this point, it's all about player retention, Sam. And I want to give a shout out to all the guys that were signed, Sam, because to a man, they all went to winning situations. And at least for Boye and Mafe, one could reasonably say the Bengals could have a bounce back year. It's easily within the realm of possibility. So yeah, good for all of them, Sam. But I want to go into the positive. I want to go into the positive right now and re-signing Rashid Shaheed, Sam. And you know I like to look at the finances, man. And any great person in any financial realm is going to look for mistakes in the market. And I think this is what John Schneider did, dude, because this is what I'm looking at. In 2023, 78% of kicks were touchbacks. But now, Sam, in 2025, with these rule changes, it completely flipped. 75% of kicks are returned now. 75% of kicks are returned. So here's what I'm looking at, Sam. In 2025, Rashid Shaheed had 1,542 regular season all-purpose yards. Let's look here. Alec Pierce had 1,003 all-purpose yards. Rashid Shaheed had 500 more all-purpose yards on the season, and Pierce got 84 million guaranteed. Shaheed got 34.7 million guaranteed. A mistake in the market. The Seahawks already have realized what a difference the new kickoff rules can mean to a team. We saw Shaheed with a back-breaking kick against San Francisco in the divisional. He possibly saved the season against the Rams on a Thursday night. So yep. I am just counting the tape because I didn't think of it at the time. Rashid Shaheed was 4th or 5th on my list of free agents to re-sign, but this is why John Schneider is maybe the best in the game, and I'm an amateur out here talking shit. But market equities. Shaheed had 500 more all-purpose yards, and he's returning the ball in a position where he can make huge plays, and for well under half as much as Alec Pierce.
Yeah, no, it was a great move, man. I'm happy we have Shaheed, and I was a little worried about him taking time away from Horton, but they're gonna have it figured out no matter what.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm not stressing about it. And having two good kick returners, there's never an issue with that.
bring them all on, man.
Yeah,
George Alani has had some good returns. If it came down to it in terms of depth, I wouldn't mind having Kenny Mack back there as the second
yeah,
option. But I just can't emphasize that enough, Sam. I mean, I feel like John Schneider just hit a grand slam in reading the market before everybody else did. And that's how you become like Warren Buffett rich. That's how you
yeah.
become John Schneider good at GM, is reading the market ahead of time. And that it just shocks me the money difference. But when you really look at the production, man, it's insane how little the league values special teams compared to maybe the Seahawks. But look at Dixon, look at Myers, look at Shaheed. Well, they just won the Super Bowl, and a huge part was the special teams.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I see hits on deck saying Snyder definitely the top GM. Agreed, 100%. Him and Howie Roseman. But as we're talking about on our little text chat, man, like you should have seen the difference between Howie's cap. You know what he has to work with on dead cap versus the Seahawks. We were working with what 1 million, less than a million of dead cap space, something like that. And they have way more. They're up at the tops of the league. So yeah, I'll take John Snyder over anyone. We're not selling out, today for tomorrow or tomorrow for today.
Yeah, you're darn right. You're darn right. And well, we know just very recently, the Seahawks exercised the fifth-year options on Devin Witherspoon and Jessen. We know they
Yep.
clearly want to get long-term extensions. That's just a sign of us telling us that they're going to do so. But I just want to give a shout out to Josh Jobe. It looks like a very frugal, smart signing. I mean, we're looking 3 years, 24, but really only 14.25 guaranteed. Josh Jobe
Yeah.
is a very serviceable starting cornerback in this system. I would not be surprised at all if the Seahawks bring in competition for Josh within the first three picks that they use in this draft. But I feel really good about at least bringing Jobe back so we don't feel forced to reach on a corner at any point in this draft, Sam. So I love that. What do you think about Job?
I saw that one coming a mile away. So I mean,
You
it,
did.
it
You
made
did.
total sense to me. With a Reek going away, we all knew he was gone. We had to keep Job. There was no doubt in my mind about that. We can't lose two of our top three cornerbacks. It just can't happen after a Super Bowl win. It was the dead cap in 2026 was the number I sent you. So the Seahawks are
Mm.
going to have 0.5 million in dead cap. The Eagles 72.5 million in dead cap coming to the next year, which is
Okay.
wild. That's a big difference.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And John Schneider ripped off the band-aid and took some serious lumps a couple of years ago. And it was the correct move. It was painful for a couple of years on the cap, but now you're right. The Seahawks have the cleanest cap in football. I freaking love it. I just love having the flexibility, Sam. And a huge aspect, as we know, clearly, if you want to run the ball, if you want to protect the quarterback, it's about the freaking offensive line. And
Yes, sir.
Josh Jones coming back on 1 year and only $4 million. I wrote down it's a bargain. Josh
Yes.
Jones played really good football when he substituted for Charles Cross, to the point, Sam, I thought Josh Jones was going to get damn near starters money to go somewhere.
Mm,
Someone's going to make an offer he can't refuse. It's really hard to find good offensive linemen in this league, man. We know.
it
And
really is.
so bringing back Josh Jones is just a safety blanket. It feels like car insurance to me, where if something bad happens, we going to be good.
Yeah, you got to protect the quarterback's blind side. And, and then also you got Lucas on the other side who has a history of injuries. I don't know if Jones would be backing up right tackle or if we have someone else for that. I kind of forget on that situation. But yeah, he's a solid backup no matter what. So he's a great guy to have on the team.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So right now, Sam, to me, it just seems like an obvious position of need right now is running back.
Yeah.
But I am super optimistic about the offensive line. I just want you to give me both parts of how you see it. What do you, how much of this can the offensive line carry, and how desperate do I say the Seahawks? I mean, we really need some running back help, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we're in a desperation mode for running back, but we definitely need to get someone. I mean, for some competition, I like Halani is good, but McIntosh, I have some faith in. I mean, I think
Yeah.
he can tote the rock as long as he can stay healthy. But we need to bring in a young guy in the draft, and I think another vet would be a smart move for sure.
Okay. Well, I love the Wilson signing, Sam. And the reason why is you just talked about Kenny Mack and George Halani is those guys can really provide a lot of the third down type of situations for us. I believe Halani can tote the rock to a decent extent, but Wilson is kind of your typical hammerhead, and he's not really the fastest guy, Sam. But when I watch him, he hits the hole hard. Wilson
Mm-hmm.
hits the hole freaking hard, and he runs with every bit of 225, 230 pounds that's in his body. Right now, we have a committee, and I really do feel like it's going to be a huge onus on our offensive line, which can easily happen, Sam. This is a group where everybody's in their mid 20s. We're going to bring back this group together starting again. We may or may not add competition at right guard, but I'm feeling really good about this offensive line. And also, I need to also emphatically say this is the reason you want coaches that can implement the system in a successful way is it's proven time and time again where you can get some random named running backs having ultra productive seasons.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. I think the days of the insert any running back into the Shanahan type offense and him will just be like 1,500 yard, 1,000 yard guy might be over. But they can be productive in the system. They can get a good amount of yards, and yeah, I think a committee approach at least till Charbonnet comes back, and even then we're gonna need a good third down back. Who's a little
Yeah,
more
yeah.
quick. Yeah, yeah.
And Sam, it is widely talked about that it's a weak running back draft class, but I honestly think that this running back draft class is a little better than people want to give it credit for. Mariners lifer, man, he's thinking we had 3 or 4 guys that could be effective in a rotation. Thank you, Mariners lifer. Real
Agreed.
bad Bumba clot. I don't
Yeah.
see running back absence being a huge thing either, but I love some juice in the draft, Sam. And the reason I brought up all of these rotation running back aspects the live chat's talking about is
Go Mixon. Shit.
there aren't bell cows in this draft necessarily, Sam, but I love what a lot of guys could do in a rotation, man. If we could maybe
Yeah.
bring in a Damon Claiborne later, Claiborne's a little dude out of Wake Forest that just explodes. This
Mm-hmm.
dude explodes. If we could have a hammerhead, we could have a Halani. They could all hold it down till Charbonnet's feeling right, man. We're cooking with gas. Oh, Sam, I want to ask you this. Do you think we would even be tripping about Ken Walker leaving if Charbonnet didn't blow his knee out?
No, because everything would have been different. Everything would have been different in the playoffs. I mean, who knows exactly how it would have shaken out, but because Walker kind of killed the Rams each time he played them. But fuck, Charbonnet got most of the touchdowns this year. It wouldn't have seemed nearly as bad. And then on top of that, we would have him to start the year next year. It's the whole concern is him being gone almost half the year, in my opinion, maybe more. I mean, it usually takes a good 14 months for them to really get back to normal.
Mhm,
They can
mhm.
play, but I mean, a good 14 months to kind of get back to where they were. And so it's going to be a little dicey going into the situation with him being hurt like that. So yeah,
Mhm,
it would
mhm.
change the math on everything. Walker wouldn't have been MVP. Everything would have been absolutely way different. So yes, it would have changed in my opinion.
I just want to say how happy I am for Ken Walker, and actually how happy I am for all the Seahawks, Sam. Because lots of times in the business of pro football, man, you got to get the money while you can, no matter where it's coming from. And lots of good guys on winning teams got to go to shitty teams to get paid. All of the Seahawks free agents went to teams that have really optimistic short term futures. So, congratulations to Kobe, to Wowen, to Mafe, to K9. They all ended up in great situations. But Sam,
Well, I wouldn't say they got paid. They didn't necessarily end up in great situations, not all of them at least, but they
really
got paid.
speak on that. What
Well, I mean,
I
I don't. Well, with Mafe, do you think Mafe went to a great situation? I mean, he went to okay
okay.
situation.
No, you're honestly right. I kind of like Mafe's contract though. It's
Well, yeah, he got
honestly
paid.
it, and it's actually a little different. It says 3 years 60, but it's really almost like 1 year 27 is what's really guaranteed. So Mafe might be able to ball out and have a second option. The one reason I don't like that though, Sam, is I'm a giant Mafe fan, but he's not a number one pass rusher in this league. And then the
He's not-
Bengals are probably going to ask him to do that. And it's a lot easier to bat sixth in the lineup. It's a lot easier to be the third or fourth guy than to step up and be
Mhm.
top dog.
Yeah, no, ain't no way I would be paying Mafe 20 mil a year. He's a good player, but he's not like you were saying a number one. He's not a number two in my.
Okay.
I mean, he's good. He's a great player. He had a good role in our defense, but it is what it is. He's gone, and yeah, good for him. But he's a Bengal. I mean, I don't know. It's the Bengals are a shit organization, just like the Browns. So I wouldn't be too excited about any going to any Ohio team unless it
well,
was
and
Ohio
and
State College.
I truly believe, Sam, that the Seahawks can easily get the Mafe replacement in this draft right now, man. I
Yeah.
mean, I love Zion Young. I love Cassius Howe. I love R. Mason Thomas. All three of those guys might be in that late first round range, man. Dude, Zion Young, Sam, he is so freaking powerful. He's got a swim move. He will absolutely don't destroy your tight end. Don't think of putting your tight end over to block this guy. And you want to know
Yeah.
what, Sam? I could go on forever, but let's just keep it short and sweet. This guy really does remind me of DeMarcus Lawrence. He reminds me of, like, he just destroys everything in his path. He is so long, he is so strong. But what's crazy, man, is this Zion Young, Sam. Although I comped him to D Law, Zion is 3 inches taller and 11 pounds heavier.
Dang. I didn't quite realize that. And if he has Z Law to learn off of, I mean, that's great. That'll be fucking awesome. Hopefully he sticks around and doesn't retire this year. That has me worried more than anything is the D Law potential of the retirement. How it's not, a done deal one way or another. It
Yeah,
worries me.
and especially up until the draft.
Yeah.
If he decides to retire after the draft, then that's when it really hurts the organizations.
Then I say
If he
claw the
if
money back.
Okay, wow,
If he
okay.
does that, I mean, fuck that, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, you gotta have a little more respect for the team than that.
Yeah, and I mean, respect for your employer too, man. Like
Yeah.
these companies are paying a ton of money to really build around you, man. But I just love the length, the power of Zion Young, man. He's just so fun to watch. But then we also have the explosion of R. Mason Thomas, the absolute explosion of Cassius Al. I'm with Marin Cypher. Edge and DB are really deep in this draft. There's so many of both those I like, and I feel like those are honestly positions that the Seahawks really need to attack. Besides
Hmm.
the extreme obvious as running back as well.
Yeah. No, agreed. 100%. 100%. I'll be interested to see after the cuts go down what kind of moves we make because this roster isn't nearly the free agency stuff isn't going to be done until those cuts happen. I think we're going to be able to stack some guys in the June after the June 1st cuts.
That's a really good point, Sam. And For all we know, the running back the Seahawks might give the ball to the most in 2026 might be one of these later veteran cap casualty cuts you just
Mm-hmm.
talked about. That honestly might be the number one avenue the Seahawks end up driving this year.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm not too worried at the moment with the running back situation because there's always running back cuts at the start of the year. So yeah, we'll get a good vet in there, in my opinion.
Oh hell yeah, man! I'm just pumped right now, man. I'm really pumped because I feel the Seahawks, although they only have 4 picks, and it's not necessarily a deep draft. I love the kind of second, third, fourth roundish area. And if the Seahawks could just attack 3 dudes in that top 100, which they have those 3 picks to do it, man, I feel they could come away with some instant contributors and maybe some long term starters down the line.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, 100%.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Well, dude, I, I mean, we got to get into it, man. As much as I love the Seahawks, as much as I love the offseason, man, we're just a few days away from freaking
Mhm.
real live Seattle Mariners baseball, Sam. I
I'm
want you
pumped.
to just give me some opening arguments on our favorite baseball team.
I think it's going to be a good year. You see that 10-run inning we just put up a couple days ago, or was it yesterday? Something like that.
Woo!
And yeah, we were hitting the cover off the ball. Man, we are a deep team. I am really excited going into this year, just because of the depth and the caliber of people we have. Not just caliber of player, but we have good guys. They all seem to be good locker room guys, and we kind of cut a couple of the cancers. And so yeah, I think we're gonna have a good year.
Once again, this is probably the deepest rotation we've ever had. This is the deepest lineup the Mariners have had in anywhere between like 10 to 25 years, for Pete's sakes. The Mariners usually are trying to add guys, and I hope we maybe add a guy or two at the trade deadline, Sam. But is there any players in particular you're looking at right now?
Looking at to pick up in a trade, or just that are excited
No,
about on
just
the
on the
team.
team, on the team, on the
I'm
team.
excited to see Donovan, how he kind of
Okay.
contributes and how he fits in with the rest of the team, because he's just a hitter, dude. That's what I like about him.
Yep.
He has positional flexibility. He's just a hitter, and I'm excited to have a true leadoff guy to put in front of our sluggers right now. So that's who I'm really interested to see how it all shakes out.
I think he's going to be so perfect for this ball club too, Sam. Batting in front of Cal, batting in front
Mm-hmm.
of Julio. Donovan is absurdly consistent, Sam. I believe he's
Yes.
got a 282 career average, and it's fluctuated between like 278 and 286 in each season. This dude is just absurdly consistent, and I could easily make the argument that he's going to have the best protection in his professional career so far with Cal Raleigh directly behind him, homie. So, we're doing over unders, y'all. It's Seattle Mariners over under. Sam,
Yeah.
over or under Cal Raleigh 48 home runs.
Hmm. Um. And it's hard to go with though. Let's be optimistic. Let's go over. Why not? No, I think it's about right. I think it's under, actually. Yeah, if I'm being honest, he ain't hitting 60 again. I'll be happy with right around that number, that's for sure. But I'll say a little under.
Mariners lifer, I'm with you over, man. And I don't think by a lot. I'm gonna say 51. He's definitely gonna come down. Yeah, I hear you. See that 51, 52 range. Man, some people just are smart in this world, Sam. I don't know about you,
Yeah,
homie. But
yeah.
no, and all jokes aside, man, it's we got to be realistic that it was such a magical season for Cal this year, Sam. And while I will guarantee his home run numbers come down, I truly believe Cal's going to have the best hitting season of his career this year. He is going to be in the same spot in the lineup every time, and he's going to be between Donovan and Julio, and that will be the consistency in terms of the sandwich of players and also the spot on the lineup that I think he's going to be more consistent with more RBI and therefore not as many homers, but a more productive season overall.
Yeah, well, that's it's all good and great, but we also got to take into consideration he plays catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that is a hard position to be consistent like that on offense because you're getting beat up day in, day out. I mean, it's just if he stays healthy, yeah, I think you're right around that number. But it's just gonna be hard to stay healthy the whole year again with the amount of days he's back behind the plate and everything. Yeah, we'll see what happens, but it's a hard position to really be consistent offensively with.
Well,
Like Mike
that's why
Piazza.
I liked Harry Ford so much. I thought the Mariners could do something almost revolutionary having Cal and Harry on the same team. Clearly, we're not going that route, so I don't
No,
even
we got
want
Garver.
to
We got
harp on it
Garver. Who
much.
needs Harry Ford?
But the one thing I love about Garver, out of all the veterans, I just want to get this out quick, is managing the staff. Man, that's just critical. But what's way more critical than the backup catcher, Sam, is we got a big time stud in
Shortstop.
center field, big time stud
Hmm.
in center field, dude. And I want to ask you, Julio Rodriguez, over or under a 7.5 WAR?
Give me the over, man. I'm feeling good on Julio right now.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah, give
That
me the
means,
over on that.
dude, that means he's going to be top five MVP, which could easily be done. And for what it's worth, Sam, Julio's career high was 6.8 in 2024. So, actually, at 2025, excuse me, that'd have been 25. But so 7.5 is just not. It's not the biggest increase ever. It's pretty doable. What's up, Sammy, dude? The homie in the house, scoring
Yeah, yeah.
touchdowns, making interceptions.
Yeah, that's my son Sam over there. He got his first flag football game. He killed it in. He got a pick six. He got a touchdown running the ball, 2-point conversion. Yeah, yeah, he had a good game. Two games actually. So yeah, they won both games. So go Ravens when it comes to the flag football YMCA league here.
Okay, Tyson. I like Tyson's. Tyson's optimistic too. 7.5. I wanted something that was a career best, but very doable. I mean, heck, there is a world in which Julio posts like a 9 WAR. Maybe
Texas
I don't.
Ranger, you can suck it on that one. This doesn't let you know the talking shit about Cal, man, in the World Baseball Classic. That's the classic. That doesn't matter. No, you can tell the Americans didn't really care too much about that. They
Yeah,
said they
I'm not
did.
worried about Cal at all. I'm not worried
No.
about Cal at all. I'm more worried
Yeah.
about them not putting Cal in late in that ball game when all you need
Mm-hmm.
is a solo home run. If any
Yeah.
dude's gonna run into a solo home run, but I digress. There's only how many countless qualified managers that could be the US Team USA manager, and they pick a studio host. I
Right?
digress. I digress, Sam.
Yeah.
Sam. Okay. So a huge monkey wrench in the Mariners season last year was injuries to the starting rotation. If we could just have a little bit or a lot better health this year would go a long ways. Over under George Kirby in 180 innings pitched.
Um. Hmm. Over? I mean,
Yeah, I think
uh,
over's fair. Over's very fair, Sam, because George Kirby has two straight seasons over 190. Yet just last year, he only was able to go 126. 180 is an indicator that George had a much healthier season. I'm going to say over, and I think it's critical that George and Kirby are able, excuse me, George and Logan Gilbert are able to post all year, opposed to the injury stints that they both had.
yeah. No, I think we're gonna have a little bit better health luck this year when it comes to our starting rotation. We were banged up for most of the year last year, so I think we're going to be looking good. I think our staff is going to be deep, and Miller is the one who I'm a little worried about. But I think he'll be good. The oblique, how's the oblique looking lately? Have you heard anything?
Really haven't, but oh man, we're talking about big techs, and of course Tay's got to drop in. Is Jerry Jones still alive?
Was he
Well,
hiding?
of course, because the Cowboys are still making silly moves out here. Oh my goodness, there's the George's princess, the
Yeah,
gorgeous little
yeah.
princess.
I think they. Oh my gosh.
Well, you know what,
This.
Taylor? we need to ask you, Taylor. We need to ask you, Colt Emerson. Is he making over or under 90 starts for the big league club this year?
Under. I don't think Emerson's going to be until a little while into the year.
Okay.
Okay, take. I'm busy right now. I'll be there in a second. But not right now. Okay, baby, in a little bit. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be on the big club until at least halfway through the year, at least. And so JP has me a little worried, but yeah, I think he will. Are we talking starts or appearances? Did you say
I said starts.
appearances? I think maybe, but starts, I don't think you'll get quite to that number.
Okay, well we'll see, man. I got such high hopes for Colt Emerson, man. I'm
Well, he's a
calling
stud,
Timo
man. I just
2.0.
think they're going to bring him along a little slower than that. And especially with the team we have right now, where we were so close to the World Series, it's hard when we got Young already, and then if you have Emerson, two guys up the middle in the infield, it's hard to see too many starts of right now with him at that age. Okay, things are getting wild back
I'm
there.
saying over. I'm saying over, baby.
Hold on, let me go deal with this 1 sec. I'll be right back. Taylor.
Well, we'll keep this rolling. We'll keep this rolling, man. I mean,
I know you are. Come here.
live chat. I gotta be real. I think Colt Emerson is 202.0, man. I think this guy can be a 2, 3, 4, 5-time All-Star, win a couple of Gold Gloves, and he might just force his way on. And we know that the Mariners are probably going to want to play a little bit of the time service manipulation game. I don't like the game, but from a business standpoint, I do understand it. What bugs me though is the Mariners are in a win now mode, man. The Mariners are in a win now mode, and so if you want to play this time manipulation game, yeah, it might help you in 6 years. But what if we lose a few games we could have won in April? And then here we are at the end of the season now. I mean, the Mariners must have missed the playoffs by one game 3, 4 times in the last 10 years or so. So I'm getting pumped though. Thank you, Mariners Lifer. He brought Emerson and Young, a great infield for years. And I wanted to bring up Cole Young, man. This guy has got a war of almost one. Excuse me. Cole Young has an OPS of nearly 1.1. Sam, we're just chopping it up right now, kind of about some of the young dudes. Cole Young this spring with an OPS damn near 1.1. Sam, he is hitting moonshots. I didn't know this little dude had this kind of power. I think he could be in the running for Rookie of the Year if he qualifies. I'm not even sure. I should know that information, but Cole Young, Sam, do you think he's over under 2.1 WAR this year?
Um, I have a lot of faith in Young right now. He's looking good. Let's give him a little overrun. Why not? Why not? I think
Well,
he's gonna be
Sam,
one hell of a player.
if Cole Young is worth 2 wins or more this season, 2026, the Mariners will be a top 2 seed in the AL. If Cole Young's able to have that kind of year, because even if everyone else just has an average year for what they normally do in the bigs, that would be such a huge boost, man. Ho, ho, ho. Eamon Worry Super Bowl. Well, talk about versatile young guys. That's my favorite part about the Mariners and the Seahawks, Sam, is the homegrown studs. We're chopping it up about Cole Emerson. We're cooling with Cole Young. Nick Eamon, one of the biggest freak shows I've ever seen. Let's just spin it really quick. Let's get completely out of it. You're wearing the jersey, Sam. I want you to wax poetic a little bit for me on Eamon.
What about him? How much of a stud he is? I mean, dude,
Yeah, let it
he's
rip. Let it rip.
he's a unicorn, man. I mean, just when you think about what exactly he has to go through on the day to day for the practice, going from one position group to the other, and had the mastery that he's shown in the short amount of time, it's wild. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, there is no comparison for what he's doing right now, and especially with how good, man, he's going to be a stud. He's going to get paid. The one question is, what position is he going to be paid like? Because he can make an argument he should be paid like a cornerback, you know, like an edge. I mean, dude, who knows? But yeah, he's an absolute stud. I'm so happy we have him with Coach Mack. The pairing is the thing that makes it so good.
Coach Mack is incredible, man. I Coach Mack is incredible. I know we were going Mariners, man, but sometimes I like the live chat to steer this shit a little bit. And we got big homie Big
Well, if
Cat, Marin Cipher with the Big Cat. This is what I'm talking about, though. Big Cat's
mhm.
a unicorn in his own right, dude. But with Eamon Warrior, right, man. This guy plays like four positions, and usually when you say that, you think Isaiah Simmons, and he's mediocre at four positions. This guy's like elite, all this shit. We've seen
Yeah,
him one-on-one PBUs against Devontae Adams and Puka Nakua. This dude is just he's an unworldly freak. He's a freaking alien. It is
yeah.
incredible.
It's only year one. That's the exciting thing. It's only year one. And M's Lifer, if you're smart like Ty, you wait to buy the Imanwari jersey. I bought this thing 2 days after the Super Bowl, something like that. Paid full price plus a tax. Ty got it on sale and got it a goddamn day before me. Fucking ridiculous.
Be patient when buying championship swag, my friends. Be patient on championship swag, man. This is fun, though, man. This is really fun because this is the intersection of baseball, which I truly love so much. And I'm also a huge draft nerd, as we know. And I really, truly feel deep in my soul that the Seahawks have a really good chance with a few good draft picks and a couple more sneaky signings, man, that the Seahawks can be back in position and make another Super Bowl run. And I fully believe the Seattle Mariners are a top five team in Major League Baseball. It's time to go out on the 162 grind and prove it.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. I think I'm gonna have to cut it short tonight because
No,
the
it's
little
all
lady's
good,
getting a
baby.
little wild. So yeah,
Well, everybody, give it up to the homie Sam. Thank you so much, big dog, man. It's always good chopping it up, homie.
yeah, yeah. Good seeing you. She's about to run in here again, so I'll catch you guys next week. Good seeing
All
you.
right. Well, we'll keep it rolling here with the live chat for just another minute here, man, because I like to zig and zag. I like to zig and zag, and you guys bring so much fire to the show. There's something I wanted to touch on for a while now, and we never got into it. And I was talking about lineup protection a minute ago, and Tyson and his Orioles, man, going out and trading for Ward. They go out and sign the polar bear Pete Alonso. You get two established veteran sluggers, and now you're able to relieve some of the pressure on some of your young stars. Hopefully, you can get it going in the right way again. Baltimore was looking like they were on a major come up. Looking like a come up. And this is why you always got to capitalize because all of a sudden they fall right back quick. So we ain't trying to jinx it, bro. I like the improvements, man. I call out the improvements when I see them. Shit, your team kind of fleeced some people a little bit in terms of your football team, the Ravens, man. And no ill will. They did nothing illegal, but it was shady. It was shady. But you know what? All that matters is at the end of the day is looking out for your end of the business, man. And right now, man, the Mariners end of the business, dude. These guys got to come out ready. They got to come out playing focused, clean baseball. Ooh, Tyson B. How do I feel? Or let's jump on this. Complete 180. How do I feel about canning Harbaugh for Minter? It might have been time. It might have been time, man. And it's really tough to see, but in the NFL, you're hired to be fired, man. And I mean, Tom Landry's been fired, Belichick's been fired, Pete Carroll's been fired 27 times. John Harbaugh is a fantastic coach. Harbaugh's going to get things going in the right direction for the New York Giants. But they had gone, what, 17, 18, nearly 20 years with Harbaugh at the helm in Baltimore, and I think they needed a new voice. I like that they went young and up and coming here, and the one thing that really helps is going within what you know here. I'm not a fan of all of internal hires. I'm not a fan of all of internal hires, but this isn't. This is more of like a family connection. He was coming over from Brother Harbaugh in Los Angeles. So, God, I'm getting long-winded here, but Minter is going to be of that Mike McDonald ilk. There's serious buyer's remorse. Oh man, if Baltimore had a do-over, they would have taken Coach McDonald and Ken Harbaugh. But that's so much easier said than done. We say to do that all the time, but how do you do that to a Super Bowl champion, to a team that's winning all the time? I'm actually going to keep a huge eye on Baltimore in the NFL draft, man, because like y'all know, it's so much easier to draft when you have higher picks than when you're at the end. Baltimore's at number 14. The Seahawks are way down at number 32. Baltimore might be able to get two, three instant stud type difference makers when you're at 14, when you're at 46. Excuse me for trying to do my terrible math here, but man, exciting times, man. We got the NFL draft right around the corner, and I love the draft for a couple of major reasons. Number one, the socio-economic ramifications it can have for families in this country. There is lots of people that are able to help out their mamas, they're able to help out their siblings, and I absolutely applaud. I absolutely love the people aspect of the NFL draft, and of course, the football fan in me, man. I want to see my team get better. I love laughing at my rivals when they make some clown ass picks. I love that shit. But y'all know, man, my oh my, it's another sports podcast. We were born to talk Seattle Mariners. We're going to be diving deep and flipping the script, going super hard into baseball as the next 6 to 7 months unfold in front of us, man. Shout out to Indy. Shout out to Vaden Podcast Services. That's Vaden Podcast Services. My oh my, it's another sports podcast.